Not sure exactly what in the world that is. Looks like a clone. Hey everybody, it's Lee here. I come out for another one overnighter just to get away from town and whatnot. I figure this is one of my favorite spots to go, so I'm out on the North Spit. This is the site of the old life-saving station that was here back in the late 1800s, and then down just a little ways down there are a couple of bunkers from World War II. There's a really huge family that's down that way, so we're not going to head down that way that much, but during World War II, the headquarters was right up here on the hill, so I've got a mix of some old and some even older, although back in the day there were no trees out here. It was all just sand dunes. The trees, they grow like weeds out here. It's a kind of a shore pine. But I find stuff out here on the beach all the time. I usually take pre-walks and stuff just to kind of get a feel for what's out there. But I figured I'd come out for a night, give me a chance to play with the crab rings a little bit. What I was hoping to do was done it once before, where I just bait the trap, set it out as far as I can during the low tide, let the high tide come in on it, and then on the next low tide just go out there and see what was in there. I caught two really big ones last time, and so I figured I'd come out and try it again, but I got here a little late. The tide's already started coming in. It's in quite a bit further than what I would like to try it at anyway, for having the traps out during the daytime. But I'll just go ahead and wait until tonight. I'll get the traps already, and I think the next high tide is at 4. The next low tide was around 10 o'clock. So around 10 o'clock tonight, I'll just go out there and throw a couple crab traps. And then when I get up in the morning, we'll run out there, take a look, and see how we did. I was kind of hoping to get some of it on camera, but such is the nature of the beast, I just got here a little too late. So we'll figure out how to do that on a later day. But that's kind of what I'm doing. I just wanted to play with crab traps a little bit. I knew I hadn't been doing any crabbing videos or anything. I did finally get my crabbing license renewed, so I'm all legal like. But I wanted to go ahead and do that, and a lot of downtime in between waiting for your crab trap soak, so I thought I'd start working on some more of these treasure stories. I've got quite a few requests from Virginia area, so I'm gonna try and look into that. Virginia and Georgia, I think, are the two that I'm kind of starting to look towards, and then I think there was Pennsylvania, so a lot of East Coast stuff. But hopefully tonight I'll get a chance to kind of go through some of the stuff that I got, see if there's any good stories for any of those areas, and then when I get back to town I can start researching and writing, and we'll get some kind of entertainment out there for you folk. But I do appreciate you tagging along, so I'll turn you on as soon as I get camp set up and let you see what I'm dealing with. We'll talk to you after a bit. Well, I got my first eyes fine. See it down there? Looks like a quarter. Yep. Pretty sure it's not silver, it would be black. Usually everything I get out of the salt water, silver is black. So. I'm gonna keep hunting around here a little bit, see if I can find anything. get to setting up camp here, and maybe we'll get to playing with the detector here in a little while. But I'm just kind of taking a preliminary walk around to see what's going on. There's quite a few other campers just down the beach. Just right era. Alright, well, I'm setting up camp and I see another eyes find. Looks like 10 cents. Well, we're slowly getting there. And hopefully I'll get the detector and go play on the beach a little bit. But I'm going to keep going. Alright, well, it's 4:20, which is high tide here. I got camp set up, it's kind of kicking back a little bit, but hoping it'll cool down some. It's just so humid. But here's the eyes finds that I've gotten while I was setting up camp and whatnot. Wide variety of a little bit of everything, and seeing that many bottle caps, I'm getting kind of scared. You can just imagine how many are under the sand here out with the metal detector. So, but we'll give it a shot here after a while. I got the in fact, got the crab trap set up. I'm going to get them ready here in a minute. I've got chicken I'm going to use for bait. That big metal bar there is what I'm going to use as an anchor. As soon as the tide goes out, which is at about 10:45, I think. I'll have to look again, but I'll run out here and go put them out, and then we'll be able to check them first thing in the morning and see if we got crab for breakfast or not. Alright, well, I got camp set up. Everything from the swinging trash can to a fire pit dugout. Always remember to have your B4 bucket. That one there is full of water in case I have any problems. Plus I've got a fire extinguisher, a shovel, and an axe. Let's see, got my cooler over there. I'm not going to hook up the solar panel today because it's starting to get late anyway, so really no point. As far as the cook stove goes, I just needed to get it out of the back of the rig. I've got one of those. I'm going to throw a couple of steaks on there for dinner. As far as the stumps go, I found those laying around probably about 100 yards away, so I toted those all back. Got my stuff for cooking crabs and measuring in case I end up wanting to keep any. But there's my mess that's going to be home for the night. I got some marshmallows over there that are supposed to have chocolate stuffed inside them, so I'm going to try and make some s'mores with them while I'm out. I haven't had s'mores since I was a kid. Figure why not now. I got the computer set up so that I can go ahead and start working on some hopefully future videos. I don't know if I explained how I'm going to do this, but I'll go straight out. I will take the crab traps, run the lines back this way, and then hook them to that anchor bar, because I know I just don't have enough line to reach from way over there to back here where I'm at. So I'll just anchor them off somewhere, probably just right down here towards the high tide line, and then in the morning we'll go out there, and as the tide recedes, what it'll do is all the crabs that are still stuck in there, it'll be just the big ones because they wouldn't have been able to escape. But I would like to come out here and do a video strictly on beach crabbing one of these days if you guys are interested. If not, I'll just come out here and do it on my own. But I've never really thought about it until here recently, what it would be like to, or how well it would work to be able to beach crab. back when I was with the Sheriff Search and Rescue years ago. I had thought about it, but I'd never actually tried it, so kind of curious how it is. But I'm gonna get off here for a bit and probably muster up my metal detecting gear or hunt around. If I find anything, I'll turn you on. So hopefully we see you in a bit. Okay, well, the suspense was killing me, so I had to start hunting around a little bit with the metal detector and see if there was anything here. I got my first signal, turned out to be a clad quarter. This one is actually black, which I kind of had a double check on it, but I can tell it's clad because it's one of the statehood type quarters, but it was probably thrown into a fire pit or somebody had built a fire or something above it at some point, causing it to turn black, because usually only the silver ones do. The other ones turn this greenish color. It's kind of a green and brown. So well, I'm gonna hunt around a little bit before I start a fire or get some dinner going, so I just want to see if there's anything in the ground. I'll turn you on if I find anything else.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Well, this is going to be my attempt at beach crabbing. I got both the traps out there. Lines anchored down to a piece of steel there. So, in the morning, or I should say tonight, 3 something in the morning, is high tide. So it will come and go, and tomorrow morning, as the tide's going out, I will be able to see what we've caught. Low tide for tomorrow is 10 or 10:30, I can't remember. So it works out pretty good. Plus, one of the benefits is because this is fairly shallow, the crabs won't be able to tell just how deep the water is, because it'll be dark time. So hopefully I'll have that to work in my favor. But we'll check on it in the morning. Yeah, none in that one. I did get a few of them in this one. It's like 4 total. These big meaty ones. Alright, well, I'm going to pull these out and get them up by the shore. Not sure exactly what in the world that is. Looks like a clone. Used to something else there. I'll have to take a look after a bit. Morning, everybody. Tide is going out still, I think. Probably another hour. But it is a negative tide today. I think it's at negative 1.8 feet, something like that. So it means the water's going to recede quite a bit more than what it normally does. That being said, it exposes a lot of this ground. But the bad thing is usually if you drop something in this mud, it gradually tends to sink if it's something heavy. So I don't know if it's worth actually going out there and trying it or not, but I might. I just don't want to get too muddy, so we'll see what happens with that. But first off, what I'm going to end up doing is packing up, kind of like I did on my last trip. Get everything ready to go, and then I'll grab the detector and go running around. I have been finding all kinds of stuff, though.
it's just popping out everywhere. That did end up being a coin inside that. Looks like a clad quarter. I'm pretty sure it's clad. I'll have to take a look at it, but that was stuck in that concretion that I found this morning. Looking something like that. So another quarter for the list. SHK Mag, made in Korea. Something to do with a magazine for firearms, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's an extension or something like that. Not really sure. But yeah, this one I found this morning when I went to go get the crab. That's gonna end up being brass, I do believe. But I thought that was really cool. It was just laying on top of the ground, so I had to go out there and walk around and look to see if I could find anything else. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm gonna end up incorporating that into one of my little art projects. And because I went back out there looking around, I ended up finding that. That is an old screwdriver. But yeah, so far the iPhones are doing awesome. In fact, I think I got a couple more in my pocket. But these are what I've found out detecting so far. So, modern technology, you're getting your butt kicked this weekend. Alright, I'm going to get back to picking up camp here, and I'll turn you on once I start digging stuff.
I see something poking out down there. Another grommet. Yeah, keep hunting.
This is minus tide.
Alright, you got camp picked up, except for a water bottle. Leaving a little bit of wood for them, whoever happens to come in next. I picked this one up back over in the brush. Somebody's been cutting firewood back here and left a few rounds, so figure what the heck. I need to get my trash bag before I go as well. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is take the detector out now, go out there. The tide is coming back in now, but I should have a little while. I hear a jet flying over here somewhere. But I'm going to go ahead and play around with the detector a little bit, and if I find anything, I'll turn you on. Alright, there it is, my latest find. Little mini ball or something there. Not quite sure. But I got the tide coming in, so I'm gonna get hunting, so I see if I can find anything else to go with the metal detector finds because it's looking pretty weak. The eyes finds are doing really good. I'm happy to get back at it. Alright, still out digging. I don't know what it is, but at first I thought it was a coin, but it's square. Kind of a rounded top. I'll have to get it cleaned up and see what it is. I got a chance. Alright, well I think I'm about ready to call it a weekend, get home, start getting ready for work tomorrow. At the bus barn, I got 3 days, 4 hours a day. Nice and easy stuff, but sure don't help pay the bills. May have a way to make a few extra bucks working in the shop as well, so one way or another I'll make it. The other job, well, I don't know what to say about this. The guy that we were hired or contracted to build a retaining wall for, he had us also trim some hedges and stuff, so we did that first. And he was so impressed with our work, he wanted us to do this rock wall. So when the money ended up vanishing, whether it was embezzled or whatever, I don't know, we all basically lost our jobs. The boss went crazy. Apparently he quit taking his medications and he's bipolar. Currently he is in the hospital from what I've heard, in the psychiatric evaluation. So I don't know. I really wish him well. He was a good guy, but man, he hurt a lot of people. You figure that was 5 or 6 of us that just instantly lost our job without any kind of notification whatsoever. He just lost it. Cuckoo. But anyway, Gary, the guy we were supposed to be working for, he was getting tired of the fact that Jason and Neil Foreman hadn't been able to get a business going so that he could, get the work going, because we're still trying to figure out some way that the 4 or 5 of us guys that are still together can, come back up out of this. And Gary called Jason the other day and told him that he got tired of waiting, started his own business, and wants to hire us on. So hopefully tomorrow I'm supposed to be going and having a meeting with him and Jason and everybody else to discuss wages. So maybe I got a decent job still. Got everything kind of cleaned up here. As far as the fines go, here's our wrap up. This is the metal detecting side. Not a whole lot. There's a little mini ball thing. Put it out here in the sun. And that, I believe, is the end of a pocket knife. It's very heavy. It's like a lead weight almost. Regular trash. This is all the copper type stuff, ammunition, although that one shouldn't be there. The old blob aluminum stuff you'd never get away from. I found a battery out there. I don't know what we got there. 10 tops, 1 quarter, 2 pennies. And I still don't know what this is. It looks like it's got some kind of decoration or something on one side there. Possibly on the back. But I'm assuming it broke off from something. It is very heavy, very hefty.
So I'll take a look at that when I get home. Now, I was using the Nokta here, the macro. It was the kit I got with the wireless headphones for $300 or something like that. These are all the eyes finds. Just walking on the beach and kind of relaxing, getting a feel for the place. This is all the stuff I found just kind of laying on the top of the ground. It ranges everywhere from, you know, modern day to these are the old copper, brass, whatever, grommets that they would use for canvas tarps and that kind of thing. Those could have been used during the military occupation of this area or back in the settler occupation. I just don't know. As far as everything else, I mean, this is a little piece of obsidian or slag. I'm not sure yet. One of those glass buttons. I got a handful of those laying around somewhere. I'm going to end up using for an art project or something. As far as the ammunition goes, I got what, 3 12 gauge heads there and one 410, 9mm and a couple of 22s in there. Now the pull tabs are the bottle caps. I mean, man, I went crazy on those. What do we got there? 3, 6, 7. So 35 of those. Only 3 of the pull tabs, so that was good. This here's brass. I think I'm going to end up cleaning this one up, but I'm not sure if I want to yet. I don't know if I want to lose the patina. So, if you got any comments, leave them below and let me know. Should I leave it like this with the patina, or should I polish it up? Because I am sure it's brass. And I am going to end up using it for little art projects. For coins, we got 1 clad quarter, 1 clad dime, a little bit of copper back there, 1 penny. It's got to be fairly new because it's really crusty and they wear out quick. This is the one that got me, was finding that like that. It just seemed odd, so I stopped to take a look. Sure enough, it ended up being a quarter in there. You can still kind of see where the impression was, but I have no idea what this part is or why it was fused to that quarter, other than I know iron will make concretions. Kind of like what this is. I have no idea what it is, but it's iron and it's leaching out. There are ways to reverse the process and break this free, the electrolysis and whatnot. But people out here playing, I don't blame them. But that was pretty much it. Alright, so I kind of personally think that the Eyes Fine wins today. That was quite a haul. The other side, I haven't really found anything good out here for the last few times, so I don't know. I'm sure it's still here, just the sand's got to move. You figure all of these posts kept going. There's still remnants of some of them, all the way down to into that bush right over here, and that's where the dock itself stopped. A lot of this during World War II, the military came in here, they graded all this stuff around to put in fuel tanks and all of that. There used to be a headquarters back up over there.
But yeah, it's all here. It's just buried. But I'm gonna take off and get the heck out of here. We got a bunch of people showing up. I want to thank you all for tagging along. Good luck. Happy hunting. Keep on digging it. Please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Hit that notification button to follow me on YouTube. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoyed. Good luck, happy hunting, keep on digging. For even more to explore, check out